The order of operations, the universal law to all math. You might have heard about PEDMAS, or PEMDAS, or PEDMAS, or you might have not heard about it at all. But those words are actually acronyms. You have parentheses or brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. The order in which they appear is the order in which you must complete them. Let's start with the basic equation so you understand what I mean. Here we have 1 plus 2 times 3. What does it equal? Does it equal A, 9, or B, 7? I'll give you a couple seconds to figure it out by yourself. Alright, so the answer is 7. Why? Well, because according to the order of operations, multiplication comes before addition. So you do 2 times 3, which equals 6, plus 1, 7. Now, there are also certain rules that are very important to know before you set off on your own. Rule 1. The order that you know, well, that I just showed you, is not really correct, because it separates things a little too much. The correct order would be 1. Brackets or parentheses, 2. Exponents and roots, 3. Multiplication and division, and 4. Addition and subtraction. So, for example, multiplication and division have the exact same priority, alright? So when two things have the same priority, you go from left to right. Simple as that. The rule 2 is that brackets only apply to what is inside of them. So, in this example, you have 8 divided by 3, but with another 3 inside brackets. Even though there are brackets, remember that this only means to multiply. So, it doesn't go before anything else. Alright? Now that you are a master of those two rules, take this equation on the screen as an example. What does it equal? Does it equal A, 9, B, 1, C, 5, or D, 10? Pause the video to figure it out. Everybody done? The answer is actually 9. Here's why. Please note that when solving, you'll want to do this one step at a time, so don't get too confused with your numbers. So, obviously, you start with your brackets. 1 plus 2, it equals 3. Now you have 6 divided by 2 times 3. Since multiplication and division have the same priority, we go from left to right. So now it's 3 times 3. And finally, we have 9, which is the answer. But what about this equation? Pause the video if you want to try it yourself. Alrighty, let's solve. The way this equation is written, we must calculate each level separately. Let's start with the upper level. Here we have brackets inside brackets. We always start with the innermost brackets, because they have the most priority. So, 3 plus 5, which equals 8. Then we have 8 times 8, so 64. And then 64 times 9, which is 576. And finally, 576 divided by 3 is 192. And just a final quick note, not to make this video too long. If there's an equation inside of your square root or your exponents, you must do that before you do the operation. Just as we did with the division before, we do each level separately. And there you have it. That is all you need to know on order of operations.